All right, welcome back. So we brought Amy back with us today because we're about to begin our fitness assessments. Amy's come back from her local GP and they have recommended to me that she is to be at a light to moderate sort of intensity. So what does that mean? That we can only basically use 40 to 55% of our heart rate max. How we calculate that is Amy's age subtracted from 220. So say she's 22 years old, that would be 220 minus 22, which would be not 198. So if we used 40 to 55%, it'd be around 80, 85 to like 105 beats per minute. And then how does this correlate to our fitness assessment? So we want to keep the fitness assessment to a light standard. So we're going to conduct a cardiovascular endurance test, a muscle strength test, muscle endurance test, and a flexibility test. We all want to keep these within Amy's limit of the heart rate max. So for a heart rate max with a cardiovascular endurance, we're going to do a Queen's College step test. This is a sub-maximal test, so she won't be exhausted at the end of it, but we'll get an accurate scale of where she's at with her cardiovascular endurance. So with her muscle strength, we'll use we'll do a muscle strength squat to test out what her max is with squats with a bit of weight on the bar. So we won't go to 1 because we don't want to exhaust our client first go. We want to have an accurate measure of where they are, so we'll go for probably 5. 5 rep max of a squat just to see where we're at with their lengthwise, just so we can get an idea of how to calculate how to write up a plan when we're conducting this triathlon training for 3 months' time. Next, we'll go with a muscle endurance test. We'll go for about 1 minute so that we don't exhaust Amy too much, and we'll just see how many squats she can do on the spot in 1 minute. That'll give us an accurate description of where she's at with her muscle endurance, because over time with triathlon, you really have to use your muscles, and we'll see how far they can get her throughout her race. But this is just to see where she's at before we start training. And lastly, we'll do a flexibility test with a modified sit and reach, just because of the limited resources we have at home at the moment and with what our gym has, our local gym. So this will test her flexibility with her hamstrings as well as her lower back and her calves, just because we want to have really flexible hamstrings, calves and a lower back, because she's to be seated on a bike for a long time, as well as running, as well as swimming. We want to make sure she has flexible muscles. Are you happy with all of that, Amy? So on this apps tool here, it has referred to us to a light and moderate heart rate max. Yep, as everything I just described to you. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, cool. Let's conduct this fitness.
Alrighty, so me and Amy have made it down to our local gym to conduct our fitness assessments today. Obviously, from the outcome of the apps tool and our previous assessments, Amy needed to see a GP in regards to her shortness of breath when going on a light jog. So she went and saw a GP and she was given a light intensity training plan. So today's fitness assessment will be resolved around that, being cardiovascular endurance, muscle strength, muscle endurance, and flexibility. So for cardiovascular endurance, we'll do a Queen's College step test. For muscle endurance, we'll just do the maximum amount of squats we can achieve in 1 minute. For muscle strength, we'll do a 5 rep max of squats, and for flexibility, we'll do a sit and reach test. Without further ado, Alrighty guys, for our cardiovascular endurance fitness test today, we will be conducting the Queen's College step test. This test is used to measure our VO2 max, which is how much oxygen can get to our heart. This is a sub-maximal test, as Amy needs to obviously be sub-maximal, which we don't want to lift her heart rate too high above the light to moderate intensity levels. How the Queen's College step test works is a sequence of steps using a metronome to a cadence, hopping up and down on the box. So the box needs to be 41.3 centimeters tall to measure fairness and accuracy. How it works is we have a metronome which counts in the cadence. And how it works is you have 3 minutes to follow the cadence. So it'll be up, up, down, down, up, down, down. Now for men, this cadence is 96 steps per minute, while for women it is 88. Obviously, we'll be going for 3 minutes today, and at the end, we'll be measuring Amy's heart rate using her watch. Obviously, the higher the score, the better, and this will overall be able to determine where Amy is at with her cardiovascular endurance levels, and to see if we need to improve it or to just keep it at where it is. So without further ado, we'll get started.
We've got our box of 41.3 centimeters and we've got Amy ready to go. I've got my metronome in front of me as well for a 3-minute timer at 88 steps per minute. So Amy, whenever you're ready to go, we'll do a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and go. Up, up,
down, down, up, down, down. Doing really well. So we just want to follow this cadence for 3 minutes, and at the very end, we're going to let you rest for 5 seconds, and we're going to test your heart rate using your watch provided. Nice. Keep it going. Doing well, Ames. 30 seconds in. Sweet, keep it up. Doing really well. All right, you're at 2 minutes. 1/3 of the way there. We're doing really well. You feeling all right? Not too exhausted?
All good.
Still got your breath?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll keep that going. Just let me know throughout the entire workout if you need to stop, all right?
Yeah.
Cool. One minute 30, Ames. Doing really well. Halfway there. Smashing it. Remember to breathe really well throughout our workout.
Yep.
One last minute, Ames. Doing really well. Yeah, 45 seconds. Keep going. All good, all good. That's all right. Keep going. Keep up to the cadence. That's all right. All right, you're in your last 25 seconds. Doing really well. Keep pushing. Remember to keep breathing. "15 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we'll let you rest for 5 seconds now. Cool, just take a seat if you need to. All right, and if we look at Amy's heart rate, can you move your finger? Cool. We have got 114 beats per minute. Absolutely smashed it.
Alright team, for our next assessment we will be conducting a muscular endurance fitness assessment. Since today we've chosen squats in lieu of Amy training for her triathlon, we want to know how much her quads and her hamstrings can be pushed to the test of 1 minute, seeing that we're at a light to moderate intensity level. So for 1 minute, Amy will be performing as many squats without a bar, just looking at the horizon. For a demonstration, she'll have her feet shoulder width apart, looking straight up, using her hands out in front of her for balance. So down, up, 1, that'll be 1 rep. She'll do that as many times as she can in 1 minute. So for demonstration again, down, up, 1, down, up, 2, just for 1 minute, and that'll give us a basic idea of where her muscle endurance is at. Cool,
All right, Amy, ready when you are. All right, so we're going to do a countdown for 1 minute from 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. Nice, Amy. 10. Good job. Halfway there, Amy. 30 seconds. Good form, Ames. Keep that up. Remember to keep breathing as well. When you get a little bit lower with that squat, yeah, there we go. 10 seconds left, Ames. 3, 2, 1. Good job.
Back in the weights room now. Obviously, we're onto our muscle strength fitness assessment. So obviously, as I stated before, we're going to be conducting 5 rep max of these squats. This is to see where we're at with Amy's like physical power and her strength of legs. Obviously, she needs to ride a bike for a long time, doing the sprint triathlon. So this will give us a basic idea of where to start towards her progression in her triathlon. So without further ado, we'll get started. So now we've got Amy behind the bar. She's going to put her head forward, making sure that her hands and legs are shoulder width apart. She's going to raise herself, walk herself back, make sure her feet are aligned with her shoulders. She's going to conduct 5 reps without any weight on the bar, just to get a feel of how the bar feels and how our range of motion works. Very good, Ames. Remember, don't lean too far forward with your back. Yep, get an eyes up. Very nice. Cool, return it to the rack. Very good. So Amy and I have just loaded 5 kilos to either side of the bar, bringing the bar to a total of 30 kilos. Amy has chosen this weight. She decided to skip 2.5. She's going to go for a 5 rep max. Remember, straight legs. Legs shoulder width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Ready when you are, Amy. Very good. 1, 2, very good. Keep it going. Doing very well. 3, very well. 2 more. You're almost there. 4, 1 more. As hard as you can. Nice. Push, push, push. Very good. Return it to the rack. 3, very good job, Amy. Alright guys, for our flexible fitness assessment today, we'll be conducting the modified sit and reach test. This test is a flexibility test to measure our flexibility in our hamstrings as well as our lower back. We'll be implementing this towards Amy to measure her flexibility in her hamstrings herself and her lower back, because these are key components when conducting a triathlon. We have to use these muscles all the time, so we have to make sure they remain flexible. To conduct the test, we'll get the client to sit down with their legs straight out as far as they can and their feet up against the box. Next, we'll ask the client to raise their hands above their head and to reach down as far forward as they can. And when we're measuring from the 0 point. So anything past the 0 point, which is the end of this box, is a positive, and anything behind it is a negative. We'll be measuring it just using a normal tape measure. Cool, let's get started. Now we're with Amy, so we'll get her to just sit down straight on her bottom with her legs all the way out, feet up against the wall, nice and perfect, cool. Alright, so back up straight, we'll get your hands up in the air. We're going to reach far forward as we can. So deep breath in, deep breath out, with your head down. Cool. Just measure there, yep. Cool, so we're going to do this 3 times to get an accurate result of where we're at, and we'll use the best measurement as our recorded data. So we'll do it again, hands up. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. Cool, so we've got 7 centimeters there. We'll go one more time. So hands up. Breathe in, breathe out, and all the way down. Nice. Cool, so we got 9 centimeters there. Great job, Amy. And that concludes our modified sit and reach test.